Hello everyone, Chris McCarthy here with FactoryWebSource.com, and in this video tutorial today, I'm going to show you how you go about editing your industries page on your website. So we've created a default industry page so you can list the industries that you service, and we've added a row up here on the top that has a background image and a main title and a subtitle and then a call to action button, and then down below that we've simply added some images and some titles to list the industries that you serve, and then down here in the bottom we've added a call to action row. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through each of these rows today, show you how to use our page builder to edit these rows and change out these, and then even maybe remove and add some new rows. So first off, log into your control panel, and then over here on the left, click on Pages. The page that we're looking for today is Industries, so go ahead and click on that. This is going to bring up the editor window. So what we've utilized on this page is a drag and drop visual page builder. So what you're going to see right here is all the rows that are currently on your page. So we have the first row that's right up here on the top, and this is the one that has the image in the background, the main title, the subtitle, and the call to action. So if I wanted to edit the elements of the row, first off on this row, I would click on the pencil icon. That's going to bring up the row settings. So there's some information in here that you can edit, some different settings about content position, video backgrounds. If I wanted to edit the image, I would click on design options. This is where you can choose the background color or the image. We've uploaded an image in here, but if you simply wanted to edit this image and add your own, you would click on the plus icon. You would then open up your media library. You would click on upload files. You would drag and drop or select a file from your computer, upload that file into your media library. Once that is loaded into your media library, you simply click on the image you want to add in there, and then you can go over here. Once that image is selected, you can then go ahead and click on set image. That's going to change out the image that's right there. Click on save changes. Once that's saved, I go ahead and click on update. Now when I go back to the browser, you're going to see we have this one image back there, but if I refresh the browser now, you're going to see that that background image is now changed to the new one that I've added in there. So that's how you go about adding or editing the image in the background. Now within this row are some different elements. So you have your main row right here, and then we have two elements that are in here. First off, we have the headings. So to edit that, you would click on the pencil icon again. And now you have the headings settings panel where you can change out the title, you can change out the description, and then to change out the typography settings, you would click on typography. This is where you change out the font style, the font size, and the colors for the main, and then scroll down. You have your subheadings font settings as well. You can change those out right there. Once you're happy with those, click on Save Changes. And then down below here, another element we have in this row is the Advanced Button row. So once again, clicking on that pencil icon is going to bring up the settings panel. We have all your settings for what the button label is, where it links off to, alignment, size of the button. We have colors in here. We also have background hover colors. You can add an icon. You can edit styling. You can add a shadow. And this is where you would go to change up the font styles for that button. So you can edit that easily. Now, if you wanted to add new elements to this row, you would simply click on the plus icon. That's going to bring up this huge panel with all these different elements that you can add to that row. Simply choose the one you want. It's going to add it into that row. And then once again, you can click on the settings pencil icon to edit the settings for that element. So that's the main heading area right there. If I scroll down a little bit more, you're going to see we have two additional rows here, which lists out the actual services. So we have two rows that are 3 columns each. Each of those has an image and a heading element in there. So back over here, you see we have a row. You can change up the settings for it here by clicking on this pencil icon. For example, if I wanted to change the background to black, I would go ahead and click on that, save those changes, update the page. Now when I go back to the website again, if I was to refresh the browser, you're going to see that this one row here with these 3 columns has now been switched off to black. To switch that back, I simply go back in here, clicking on that pencil icon again, design options, switch down, pick white, save changes, update the page. Back over here in the website, once that gets updated, I just simply refresh the browser and it's going to make the background of that row white again. So that's how you edit the row settings. Now within this row, we've made this a 3 column By clicking over here, you can make it a 4-column if you want. If you want to add 4 rows of buttons, you can switch it down to 2 columns, whatever you choose. We've added 3 in here, and within each of these columns, we have a single image element and a heading image element. So to edit the image, you would simply click on the pencil icon. Going to bring up that settings panel. There's your image that we've loaded in there, but if you want to change it out, once again, click on that pencil icon. This is where you would upload new images or select images from your media library, and then just click on set image, and it's going to make that your new image or your new image on here. Also, more settings in here for alignment. If you want that to link off to something, you can add in a link in here if you want, in a custom link, and then you can even animate this. What we have set up right now is it animates a little bit from the bottom to top, but you can change out how that image animates. So once you're happy with your settings, you go ahead and click on close. If you want to change up the style of this, right now we have it set to default, but if you wanted to make it, for example, a circle border, you can click on that. Then you can change up the border color. Now if I was to click Save Changes, I'm going to update this page. So what this is going to do now is going to change up the style of that image. Right now we just have it set as default, so it's a square image, but now I made it a circle with a border of orange. So there you go. Now it's actually cropped this image into a circle with a border of orange by just simply changing up the settings that's in here, scrolling down, changing that to circle border. I'm going to switch it back to default, save those settings. So what we've done is we've added 2 different rows in here, each with 3 columns. So we've just duplicated this row down here. Aerospace and defense, this is the first heading. This is where you would go to edit the actual heading that's under there. Simply edit it there, and there is your typography settings for that as well, where you can change out the font, the style, the size, and the color. Now we've added 2 rows in here. If you want to add an additional row, so for example, if you offer 9 different industries that you serve, you can simply duplicate this row by clicking on clone this row. So what that's doing is it's actually cloning the row right there, and you can go ahead and update the page, and that's creating a new row with the exact same settings as all the other rows. So we have this new row that's right here with the same exact settings of all the other rows. Now you simply just go in here, click on edit, and you can now swap out these images and add your additional services. And then once again, click on the heading here and change out what that label is. Always update your page. Now when I go back to the website, once that goes ahead and updates, if I refresh the browser, you're going to see that now there are 3 rows in here. And there's the 3rd row that I just created, which is an actual duplicate of this. But you can simply go in here, swap out the new images, swap out the new headings, and you have a new row right there for you. So as I scroll down, the last row that's down here is the call to action. Simply visit this back in your control panel. Down here, you can edit the settings in here. This is that row. You can click on the pencil icon, change out your phone number that's listed down here, and then also here's the free quote button that links off to your contact page. So that's basically how you go about editing the industries row. This page is completely customizable by you, but we've added this default content in there for you to get up and running really, really quickly. So you can just go in here and edit this. If you need any more help or support on this, just click on the support tab that's located over here on the left of your control panel, and we'd be happy to help.